Alright, we're approaching the gate. 5.5 mile. So M37, take 5.5 mile to the gate. We got a remote that you can rent for a super cheap price. And the keypad is right there. If you have to use the keypad, you just push the number and then push send. Takes a minute for the gate to open. And Silpaya means Syers something. It's an abbreviated word. It's not a word, it's like a, what is that called where you take all the different words and make a word out of the beginning? I forget what that's called. We're about, what, a mile or two in off of the gate. It's a sandy 2-track. The roads are not kept. The roads are kept up all the way to the gate by the county. They'll be plowed, but past the gate, it'll be sketchy. We do have a couple residents back here that will keep up on it, but no guarantee. It's very secluded. People do get their campers through here pretty well. This is we're a week before deer season at this point, so leaves are just starting to change. There are hunters making their way out in the woods. You can kind of start seeing the opening of Syers Lake to the left. Acorns galore. We're coming up to a very pretty area as you make your way back to the campground. This is one of our favorite points. This is where the drain for the whole system is. And Syers Lake is back there in this huge lowland expanse. When it's fall and the colors are out, oh, there's some swans on the lake right now. I don't know if I can zoom in far enough. Can you see them? Probably, yeah, you can see a little dots of white back there. There's swans. There's a bunch of actual trumpet swans back there that are the legit ones. But when the fall colors are out, or spring, or just a beautiful cloudy day, this is just a masterpiece. So it kind of welcomes you and wishes you good day as you leave that scene. It's very pretty. And we continue our voyage. Let's continue. It's an adventure. It's pretty well kept. We have not had it terrible. This is why for ORVs and stuff, if you're taking your ORV through here, notice that nobody's burping on the road, making little divots or peeling out. At least that's the assumption as we pull back here. But people usually respect this road because it's a private easement for all the landowners back here. This is not a public road. But it's a nice drive all the way back. It's pretty thick. I mean, you can barely see Syers Lake opening back there. There's some thick woods. A little soft spot right there. We're in a minivan. I do not worry at all getting stuck. but I do have an all-wheel drive minivan. All right, so we got the first, well, we got the second split here. The first one was back there. You didn't really, but that one goes back to Ingerman Lake and leads you to trails that back way, I believe. But the major trails is you have to go through the gate. There is a 2-track as we were pulling in before the expanse there, before that turn where you can see Syers Lake. There was a 2-track that followed power lines that went off to the right. That ends in a gate. That gate's always shut and locked. So, and that's property owners back there too. The easements are only for the property owners on the easement. So try to remember that too. Which we're at the end of an easement, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Kind of a hill here, not terrible. We're gonna just make short videos. You can click on the next video when we pull onto the property. We're almost there. You'll know the property by the legendary Bigfoot silhouette out front. Bigfoot and Dogman are a big deal in Luther. Luther is one of the areas known for Dogman sightings. We've never seen one, but you got to keep your eyes peeled. You never know. People claim they've seen them. So you are in Luther area. That's a pretty hotbed for Dogman activities. If you want to hear the song Dogman on the radio, I think they do mention Luther. So now we're getting to our turnoff. So we'll open the gate, and the road does continue to a cul-de-sac, but our easement ends at our drive right here. So we'll get through this gate and make the next video.